What's up, y'all? Man, I need y'all to take time to really listen to this because it's really kind of sad. So I have a friend. He's a good kid, man. He wants to do right, but he's very deceitful. He lies a lot, and the reason why he's still around me and the reason why I care for him is because I see that he's really trying to do better. He wants to do better. And so one day, I'm telling the story here, so I really want y'all to listen to this. One day I asked him, because I said, hey man, I said, why do you lie so much? And I was like, that's a serious question. That's a real serious question. Honestly, I genuinely want to know, why do you lie so much? And the answer he gave me, I did not expect. He said, man, coach, he said, when I was growing up as a little kid, my father used to tell me, don't lie to me, tell the truth. And he said, when I would tell the truth, he would beat me, like bad. And then I figured out, if I tell a lie, I get out that beating, at least that time. And he said, as I got older, I started paying attention to my mom, him, my sisters and brothers. He was like, everybody was lying. Everybody was lying for no reason. He was like, so I kind of just grew into it. He was like, I know I need to do better. He was like, but that's what I grew up around, a bunch of liars, that's just what I am. And he was like, coach, I'm sorry. Like, I'm trying to do better. I know I need to do better. He's like, sometimes I lie without even thinking about it. And because I already told the lie, I just leave it there. And I understood then. I'm like, okay, all right, cool. I said, all right, we're going to work on it. I said, just keep working on it. And so he comes to me a lot for guidance. He and his girlfriend, they come to me a lot for guidance, and so I don't talk bad about people's parents, but his mom and his dad are very manipulative. They control their kids. They manipulate their kids. They leech off their kids, the story just goes on and on and on, and I'm trying to get him to understand that, don't let that hold you back, what you've been through. You have to man up, and you have to let that go, because they're not going to change. Your parents are going to be who they are. You just need to grow up and set a better example for when you have kids, and so I that victim role, I'm trying to pull him out of it, because that's what happened to you. Can't change because it already done happened, and they're not gonna change. And so something happened today. So him and his girl are finally moving away and getting their own crib. And his mom don't like it, because now she can't control him, at least from a perspective, because she'll put him out. If you don't do what I said, you got to get out. If you don't give me your money, you got to get out. Like, those are the type of parents they are. Go get a loan from the title loan place and then lend us some money. We promise we'll give it back to you this time. Like, those are the type of things that, that they do. And so today he called me. He was like, man, coach, he was like, my mom sent me this video of this girl and this dude moved in together, and they got into it, and they got physical, and then the girl shot up the dude's car, and the dude died. And she told me that she afraid that's gonna happen if I get a crib with my girl. And I said, man, you gotta understand, when your mom is trying to manipulate you and keep you under her thumb, man, as long as she keep you under her thumb, you'll never be a man. You'll never be able to get away from her. She will always have control over you. You have to grow up, and you have to understand when your mom is trying to manipulate you. Listen, if you put your hands on your woman, you are a piece of shit, period. No man should be hitting no woman, and no woman should be hitting no man. If you guys are getting physical, people have ups and downs. You're gonna fuss, you're gonna fight. If you guys get physical, you guys start downgrading each other and stuff, okay, that's a problem. You need to move on. But stop allowing your mom to manipulate you. You getting your own place is one step to you being a man and getting away from her. And she don't want that because she leeches off you. She benefits from you needing her. You know what I'm saying? And so he's understanding what I'm telling him. And like, so I was telling my fiance about it because I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated. And she was like, babe, you got to understand where he come from. He doesn't know how to do any better. That's his environment. He's a product of his environment, but he's calling you because he wants to do better. And you're honest with him and you actually care for him and he sees that you love him and you care for him. So he trusts you with things, but he's trying to do better. Because I was real frustrated. I'm like, man, how is this dude thinking like this? Like what's going on? And she broke that down to me. She's like, he don't know how to think no better. Like, that's what he come from. But he wants to do better. That's why he keeps coming to you. And so, like, I may not be the best parent in the world, but, like, man, that's some bullshit. Like, for parents to be like that. And I know some people like that, man. Like, it's, like, just do right by people. It's not that hard to do somebody right. It's not. It doesn't take rocket scientists to raise your kids and teach them how to have integrity and not leech off of them. It's not. Your kids don't owe you shit. They didn't ask to be here. You owe them. You owe them. They don't owe you nothing. Stop, man. That shit bogus, dog. Like, and this dude out here, he lost. He 23 trying to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, because of his abusive and manipulating parents. Man, that's crazy, dog. Man, I love you, Mom. Man, I'm so glad my mom wasn't like that. I'm so glad my pops wasn't like that. I'm so glad I didn't grow up like that. I couldn't beg my mom to take money from me. Like, growing up, we used to have to manipulate my mom for her to take stuff and money from us. She never needed our help, but as kids, as loving kids, we try to do stuff for her. You know what I'm saying? Like, she'll tell us, if you want to do something for me, take that and help yourself. Like, man, like, I don't understand parents like that. People like that. Fuck.